Plant-Based Wingo here. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We talk and discuss plant-based foods and new ideas, and went to my diabetic doctor Thursday. She kicked me out. A1C was 4.7, I'm down to 222 from 311, off all my meds. I take nothing but one baby aspirin. And I'm hoping to get off that. I'm just waiting for my cardiologist. I got a stent when I got real fat and heavy. But anyway, feeling great. It's great news from the diabetic doctor. She was very, very excited, as was I. So I'm celebrating today. We're having bacon. I love me some bacon. So I've been doing the tempeh and I really like it. I haven't tried the bacon tempeh yet. We're gonna do it today. We're gonna do it together. We're gonna see how we like it. So I have one block of tempeh. I saw where everybody was slicing it up, but I don't see why I wouldn't just have a big fat sandwich. So I took a block of tempeh, I soaked it in some broth, vegetable broth. I put some nutritional yeast in there, some maple syrup, some chili powder, some cayenne pepper. I pretty much put everything in my cabinet in there. And I did a little maple syrup per their suggestion. And then when I took it out, let's see if it doesn't sizzle. Oh yeah. So then I let that soak for probably 2 hours in the vegetable broth with all the seasonings. And then when I got it out, I put it on a plate, and then I put just a little bit of chili powder on it. I was out of cumin, that's what I really wanted to use. A little nutmeg, a little sage, and a coriander, just some kind of little meat flavors. Maybe a sprinkle of thyme when I put it in there. I have to be careful with that thyme. It seems to sometimes overwhelm me. And also did a little test today. I'm gonna show you something. So I gotta tell you, I really like this Grains Almighty. And hey, this is no commercial. Of course I don't make nothing. This is some good stuff. But a friend of mine was telling me about this Ezekiel bread. And so I went down and I bought both. And I brought them home, put my cheaters on so I could see, and looked at these labels. I gotta tell you, Ezekiel wins. Probably a little healthier than the Grains Almighty. Man, this stuff tastes good though, I gotta tell you. It's a plant protein. I'm gonna eat both of those. I mean, there's nothing in either one of them that's gonna kill me. Ezekiel bread's just a little healthier for you. Anyway, just a little test I pulled off today. Share with y'all, let y'all know what's going on there. I did steam that tempeh for about 15 minutes before I put it in there. Somebody said it was because it would taste bitter. Let's see what that's looking like. Oh man, that's going fast. Somebody said that it tastes a little bitter on one of those channels, and if you steam it, it'll take the bitterness out. I've been eating tempeh on all kinds of things, and I haven't never noticed that. I did it simply because I thought it might absorb the fluid better, you know, while it was soaking. I do have me some lettuce here and some tomato. I am, like I said, celebrating today. I'm just so happy. I hit a goal weight when I left the Army in 1984. I'm a pretty old man, right? When I left the Army in 1984, I was 225 pounds. And I was in great shape. I'm 222 now. Probably don't have the muscle mass like I had then. But I do go to the gym every day and work on that as well. Ooh, that is really starting to smell pretty good. I did use grapeseed oil. You know me, I'm not a big oil guy. I very rarely use it. But watching all the different videos and the different things, it looked like if I didn't use some oil, it wasn't gonna fry. And we're gonna try to emulate bacon. We're gonna let it fry. I am going to grab a couple of paper towels here when we pull it off. And I'm gonna try to get as much of that oil off of it as I possibly can. The cool thing about tempeh I've been using it in all sorts of things. I break it up and again use some of the meat seasonings, you know, like sage and coriander and all that, and it'll give it kind of a meat flavor. And then I add it to my spaghetti sauce. I've added it to all kinds of things. It is my new meat substitute. Super protein, super high in protein. It's like tofu's big brother. Oh man, we're looking good here, guys. I think this, wow, it smells good too. We're gonna do a power bowl cook this afternoon. We'll prep out some power bowl meals. We'll talk about that when we do it. But man, talk about protein. I've been trying to do high protein, low carb. And of course, it's all vegetables. All this myth about there ain't no protein in vegetables, man, those guys are crazy. They're just trying to get you to buy that meat and dairy, which we all know that's no good for you. I promised myself when I started this journey that I wasn't going to get tree hugging on everybody. Man, I gotta tell you, I listen to this guy, I'm gonna go ahead and say his name, Simon Hill. That guy's, he seems incredibly smart to me. And he talks about the sustainability of the forests and the land and greenhouse gases. And I was trying to stay out all that stuff, you know, and man, I gotta tell you, some of that stuff was pretty interesting. You know, with the cattle being one of the largest producers of greenhouse gases, and most of the vegetable crop goes to making food for them, and then they only do like, I forgot, it was a small percentage of the protein that goes on in the world. Pretty wild stuff. I'm gonna stay out of it for the most part. Just thought I'd mention it. One day if you wanna just have some fun and look into that stuff, it's kind of mind-boggling. I think, you know, I grew up a carnivore. I grew up hunting, fishing, doing everything we do down here in Texas. And I'm not going to grudge or behold anybody about anything they want to do. You go out and you enjoy your life. If it makes you happy, you do it. I thought I was happy when I was 311 pounds. But Lord, I got to tell you, it was a false happiness. And these look delicious. Oh, and it'd probably help if I push this Zeke over there down, get a little toast on that. This thing kicked over the side. We're gonna put this together here. Now, as y'all know, we are making our own mayonnaise. Ha! Try to put that Cajun accent in there. Do it with the cashew nuts. So we're gonna put a little mayonnaise on there, a little lettuce, tomato. Have us BLT. I think it's gonna be really good. It smells really good. Looks crispy like bacon. I'll tell you what. We're gonna know here in just a second. We're gonna try it together. It was quick and easy. Yeah, we did the whole thing sitting here. Of course, I did the pre-soak beforehand, and I started heating the pot up a little, or the pan up a little bit, so it didn't have to bore you with that. But I like a light toast, so that ought to be popping any second. No, I wouldn't make it. Oh, perfect. So we will take our cashew mayonnaise. Guys, this stuff is better than mayonnaise. Oh, another funny story. So I was in the store this morning. I always go super early before the crowd gets in there. And I was just kind of walking around some of the aisles. And, oh, I put a little liquid smoke. That's what I was looking for at the store. There's a little bit, just a couple drops of liquid smoke in that broth that I soaked everything in. And I was looking for that liquid soap, and I went by the mayonnaise aisle, and I saw, we won't use Hellmann's name, but I saw some mayonnaise there. Look at that, perfect fit. Nice thick slice of tomato. Some nice lettuce. I love these little lettuce things. I think they're called living lettuce, and you buy them, they're in the little containers, and they're still alive in there. We're gonna cover this up. So anyway, I was looking at the mayonnaise, and I saw Hellmann's has a plant-based mayonnaise. It actually says it right on the label, plant-based. So I pulled up my Yuka app, and if you're not familiar with Yuka, I highly recommend it. It's an app that when you scan the barcodes on foods, it'll rate it and it'll tell you what's good with it, what's bad with it, and it'll also give you a option if there's a better option. 3 out of 100. That plant-based mayonnaise scored poorly. It was like the worst score I've seen anything. In fact, for grins, I scanned just regular Hellmann's mayonnaise, and it was better for you. It was still not good for you, but it was better for you than the plant-based. So again, I think that kind of proves all the theories on the plant-based stuff that people are cooking out there, and all these impossible meats. For grins, one day I went through there and I scanned a bunch of that stuff, and it all came back. Only thing that came back good, tempeh, and it was even better. It came back even better than tofu. So anyway, let's see what our sandwich is like here. I'll let y'all know if y'all want to try this. Very shocking. That is really, really good. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you it tastes like bacon, but it's got the characteristics and some of the flavors of bacon. That is really good stuff right there. Well, hey guys, I'll see y'all soon. I'm gonna be doing those power bowls. Again, it's all about the protein in plants. There's plenty of it. Don't let them tell you gotta buy meat. Hey, we'll see you next time very soon. Y'all have a great day. Down here in Texas, it's going to be about 70 degrees today. The sun is shining and we're getting out and about. I think we're going to go down to the island. Y'all have a great weekend.